A very good evening to all. I welcome you all to this webinar. SIS College of Arts, Science and Commerce have been fortunate to offer students various platforms where students get an exposure which is a requirement of the for them to enter into corporate world or any industries. So today's session where Center for Excellence take a stand on its collaborations, where the various collaborations have fulfilled SIS College to come across these opportunities. Center for Excellence not only provides a platform for internships or any other, it provides various courses. So we have tied up with Internshala through the project of NPTL. So in 2015, SIS College of Arts, Science and Commerce collaborated with NPTL to offer online courses. Through that, in 2018, somewhere around in April, we had tried up with Internshala to have an exposure of students with online and offline internships. Most of lately there were mostly were offline internships, but at this pandemic time, there is an opportunity for students to take a benefit of online internships. So SIS College of Arts, Science and Commerce in its Diamond Jubilee year has come up with a lot of webinars. So I thought, why not take a webinar specifically dedicated to students' progression? So this webinar on internship through Internshala is specifically designed by Center for Excellence in association with Placement Cell and Internshala and give you just a glimpse how you should apply for internship, how you should choose various internship, and how these internships should be helpful for your career. Basically, finally, what you want, you have to build your career profile, which is going to have valuable job perspectives once you are out of the SIS portal. So this is what we are here to present you. So I welcome each one of you for the session. Let me just take you through the opportunities and I just proceed with the presentation. Now, Intentionala has taken a drastic, it's not a very drastic, you can say Intentionala has grown enormously since its tie-up from NPTL. Intentionala was earlier working individually, but through HRD ministry, this NPTL project has opened doors for a lot of exposure for students with direct connect with the industries. Intentionala has collaboration with many companies spread all over India. So anyone staying at this place, if there is an opening, they can browse through their website and see if there is a job placement required or if there is any internship which they can apply through. And it has tied up through all institutions spread all over India. And in this tie-up, what they have done, this call institute registers the student, so the connect between the institute and the student is maintained so that the student is taking the opportunities in the right way. That was the main motto of this collaboration. So Internshala is a platform for internship and placements. So how do you take up this summer internship? This is what is the upcoming. Many companies have started with internships. So you can browse through these internships and the Intentionala has many companies profile whenever they are looking out for any vacancies to be filled in or any internships requirements, they just post in their platform. So there are nearly about 2,000 to 3,000 institutions tied up with Intentionala. All type of universities which are recognized under UGC, AICT, everything. And SIS has tied up with Internshala in the last academic year around in 2018-19. It was via NPTL, where nearly 600 students had taken up internship, and around 150 to 300 students had used this platform very wisely, and they have applied into various higher education institutes and got a lot of job opportunities. And in 2019-20, that is in the last year, at the end of the academic year, the near pandemic time, we had signed a MOU with them to offer a skill-based training. What is skill-based training is what a training which is very much required for a particular individual to acquire a job. Just a degree is not at all sufficient. That is what is a motto of Center for Excellence, Center to meet your professional needs. So you have to acquire all the additional skills. Then only it is going to give you a good job set. So it gives you training programs. Some are free, some are paid. So through this MOU, they are offering these training programs in a subsided rate. There are some promo codes available. So many students and even faculties have taken up this trainings in this last 3-4 months. And now this summer internship is what is going to help a lot of students to have a better job experience, better exposures, where academic and industry has to be, a gap has to be filled. So this is the list of students of SIS College. Nearly 2,899 students have been verified in the Intenshella account, and we have registered around 4,990 students under Intenshella. Out of this, 3,000 almost odd students have taken the benefit by the approving themselves as a student of a bona fide student of SIS College, and they have applied to various companies and industries. Many companies, you just keep on naming, like they have applied through AFR, BARC, many government institutions, organizations, and in all fields. The field is more important. It may be a management skill, it may be a job set, etc. So, what is the importance of this internship? It is really going to add you uh, skill, lot of experience, where internship is what is the need of the hour, because what you study in your academic is just a basic knowledge. That basic knowledge bringing into work environment, moment you take up the job, that becomes very difficult, because you are totally changed the scenario from academic curriculum to a job curriculum, where you have to build your career prospectus as per the need of the industry or the company or the corporate sector or IT sector, any sector, wherever you apply. So internship is what which is going to bridge your gap between academic and the industry, and fulfill your job requirement. It is just a short term exposure for the type of job you are willing to take up further, where you get a small exposure which is going to give you a lot of experience. That experience gives you confidence, and it will help you to grow your network, and it will really add value to your profile. So I have with me our alumni and student of SIS College, Ms. Swarna Srikant. She is doing her master's now. She just passed out in the last year, but she had been a very active student. I have seen her grow from our first year of degree program till the final year. She had used the platforms available in the college very discreetly and been flourishing well, and she had taken all the opportunities wisely. That was the main important fact, that how you can use the opportunities the college is offering you along with your academic, with managing time, and once you use it, you are adding those the profile into your CV, and her CV is really very. You can say it's really enormous, a lot of things, and she had brought a lot of laurels to the college. She has been an outstanding student. She has been awarded. She had been topper. She had scored well in her online exams. She has given a lot of face values to the institution. So I think today she would be the right person to guide you through. So Swarna, please go ahead. Let us listen to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for introducing me with so much of importance. Thank you so much. And hello, amazing audience and attendees. Before proceeding on, I want you all to raise your hand of whoever has taken an internship or has an internship experience. I want the hands to go quickly raising. If you have not done, it's completely okay. Yeah, I see the hands starting to raise. So I want you to quickly raise your hands, whoever has taken an internship. It's not necessary that it's through Internshala, it can be through any other sources that you have found. So, okay, I just see 2 out of 100 plus attendees doing an internship or having done an internship in the past, in the near past, probably. So, I think that's pretty much less to expect. I thought at least it would be like 10 to 15 people. Okay, the count raises to 3, but yet it's single digits, countable. And I'll tell why the internship is so very important. So I had taken up an internship with the Midday newspaper, that's a Midday tabloid, which you might be going through. So this internship was related to crime reporting. And believe me, the work experience that and the work arena that you reflect on or you're exposed to is certainly something so great, and which is certainly something you need to get into. Yeah, and we certainly, like, as I'm from a BMM background, which is now converted to BAMMC, that's mass media and journalism basically. So we did have in our textbooks and books about crime reporting, investigations, investigative reporting, norms about reporting, journalism, ethics, certain laws, media laws, and etc. But how do you implement that? And when you get into work, how do you actually do it? Is being done through this very platform that is internships. So you get a hands-on work, and you, when you're doing an internship, you are ready to make mistakes, and no one will be so harsh as if you were in a job. It's still a learning phase. Okay, so when you do mistakes and learn through it, it's still a good opportunity for you, and it helps you increase your experience and knowledge in that particular field. And it also widens the reach, and it brings you more closer to more and more job opportunities. If there's going to be in my CV that I worked with Midday as a crime reporter, don't you believe that it's going to help me better to find another job? I can just tell now, I can mention in my CV with a few, putting my few bylines in the newspaper that got published. Then I'll say, see, I have an internship experience with Midday, and now I would like to approach the Indian Express or be it Times of India, and then I'll tell you maybe I want to work with you for a span of this much years or so. So maybe seeing my sample articles that have been published, or seeing my experience, work experience through the previous internship, I might be one of the better choice being chosen through the other candidates. And so now I have made my way into the Indian Express newspaper, which is again a very notable newspaper in the country. Then this also helps you to build network. We connect to a lot of people when we do internships, be it your colleagues, be it your boss, and also the people, for example, if you're into a PR internship, public relations. So how many people, how many corporates you might connect to? You might connect to a lot of different sectors of people, corporates, companies, institutes, and so on. So you're increasing your reach. You're also letting people know about you, your organization, and you're getting noticed by a lot of people. You're adding more and more connections to you. Then talking about the future career aspects. Okay, so internship will certainly help you. So all those people who have done internships, I'm very sure you have made some better idea about your own self and trying to get a better clarity if this so-called profession is what you always intended to do, or whether your passion and potential goes together in this very profession. For example, when I took an internship with the B4U, which was completely into the entertainment industry, I found that that is not somewhere I fit into. So I had a clear thought कि ये मुझे नहीं करना है. This is not where I gel with. So I thought maybe I'm more of an introvert kind of person who cannot be very easy to connect and be very sound with people, and maybe the entertainment industry is not my forte. So I thought that maybe I should experiment more, I should try something else into journalism, because ये तो एक सिर्फ genre हो गया entertainment, कितने सारे sports beat है, there's education, there's crime, there's city news, there's a lot of things, right? So I thought maybe I need to shift from entertainment, and then I took a break from entertainment. I jumped into another internship that happened to be with Midday, and I think, yeah, I'm making a good career forward in that, and I think writing is more good than like being into this proper journalism and reporting is the area that fits me. So it increases our future career aspects and prospects, and it helps us understand and get a more better clarity about what we intend to do or what we want to pursue as our profession. So moving on to the next slide, we need to find our own interest, because interest which suffices and complements with your very potential helps you to ace over an internship when you get it. And here we are to talk about Internshala, which will certainly help you to find a proper internship for you, because it has a wide range of categories or fields, you can say. And most of these popular fields you can see on screen are management, media, engineering, design, and architecture, commerce. So if you are somebody, even if not these fields, there are a lot of other fields where you can jump into. Maybe somebody is from coding and somebody would like to be interested in Java or like data journalism, somebody into sales, somebody into marketing. Though they're not very well listed here, Intentionala does provide you this platform to experiment and try out an internship. So it's always suggested that you look into this very platform, Internshala, and then you try to get a hand on, you try to keep applying in lot of internships and make way to one of those.
Yes, rightly said. A lot of fields are there. The you can just keep on going, science, commerce, or any economic field. Almost all areas are covered. So it is not a limitation. Just this slide represents a few areas which have been mostly applied, but there is n number of opportunities. Just you should know right options, what you should choose, and how you should browse through it, and how you apply. So now, how you should get an internship, and the most important thing for your internship is you should first step is your applications. So you should have a perfect, convincing CV, and should choose right place. Why I'm saying right place? Because there are almost lakhs of companies who are posting. They have collaborated with Internshala, so they are authorized to post their designation requirements. So when you are going to search for an internship, your CV should be apt to fit in their requirement. Second, the company which you are selecting, that should be more viable. That is the thing. It should not be just a startup company. Startup company always comes up with very good internship. They do get a lot of scope of doing hands-on training from the scrap, right from the scratch of the beginning of any job field that you get it. But you should check their website once you go browse through the courses and the list of applications they require. You check the actual website of that institute or the company or the association. Okay, it seems to have some valid address, and then I can really go for it. That you should. And second is obviously you should have a very good application. You should build your CV. That is most important, which Swarna said. Which field you are applying, and you should your CV should be altered as per that. That is like if you are applying into IT field, you should show project your experience in IT field. If you are applying into industries, then you should project your experience or visits to industries, what knowledge you have. Should have a brief summary of your application. Anything more you want to add, Swarna, on that?
So yes, Internshala, talking about Internshala again, it also provides you to add your own resume that you have built, or it also provides you with criteria on which you can frame an resume or a CV. And also there's a question being put by Sneha, and I certainly appreciate that question because it's very relevant to today's online era that's there. And it's her question is, How can an online internship help building networks? How can an online internship help building networks? So let me tell you that the internships that we take, be it online or offline, we are certainly going to connect with people, and we are going to meet different people of different mindsets, of different individuality, different personalities altogether. And be it even an online internship and an offline internship, you're certainly going to meet with 10 more people than you were already introduced in your life. So these 10 people whom you're going to cross paths with are going to influence you in certain way, and also they might have better contacts, and it's like a snowball technique which is going to connect you to more and more and more kind of people. So it's certainly not a drawback of an online internship that you're not going to get that great reach or something like that. Let me tell you that the internship I'm doing now is through is with the Indian Express, and it's been nearly a month, and I haven't visited the office even once. It's all going online. It's all going online from the selection process, from the interview and getting my articles published, then looking up for news content. Everything is probably going on online or on phone calls. But see, I have been introduced to this stuff. We were taking in online meetings. We connected to some organizations from where we got potential news, potential articles. So we're connecting to people online. That's how maybe like in offline we were connecting in person, face to face. यहाँ पे online है, तो it's going to happen more online. That could be a suggestive answer from my side, Sneha. I hope it somewhere suffices to answer your question.
Okay, okay,
Most welcome.
right. So, how to get an internship? Once you're filled with your applications, you should choose what platform you want to go. As she rightly said, you should know where you want to apply. You will have a pools of opportunities. Just you have to choose the right one. You should be firm. For example, if since I am a chemistry teacher and my student want to get exposure with chemistry topic, then I would suggest that person want to take up that as a career. So what field they want to go into? Teaching, they want to go into industries, companies, synthetic routes or drugs. So they should take exposure where internship of such kinds are available in that particular company, rather than just for namesake. Okay, I will take up for law. Sometime law institute is having some opportunity. I will go for that. So it is really not going to help you because it is just a additional requirement which you have taken up. It is not the right platform where you are applying. If you are very firm that okay, you have tried that and that you feel that is the one I was interested to go in, then it is really right. Otherwise, you are just wasting your valid time on choosing that internship. Should choose discreetly and firmly decide. You may apply to any number of institute. You may have to go through online and offline or interview process. You should take up that exposure of interview process. That you should always take. Then only you will come to know. Rather than teaching you how to clear an interview, it is a better way to learn is to just attend the interview where individual has to present themselves. So then with your strong CV, you can get the right internship. That can really build. You know, how do you apply this stage of application through Internshala is they are having an app also. But for our college, our students, we register already. We have registered 4,000 students, which include last 2 years students with this year's 1,000 odd TY students. They have been all their database has been already uploaded in Internshella website and they can start applying. If you have not activated your profile, visit your profile, you choose your ID and login. Then you register yourself under the college name and then you can start applying. So it's having steps. First, you need to create a account in Internshella. We have already created the account for the student in Internshella. Internshella might have mailed that student to register. Those who have not yet responded to the email, not a problem. Today's attendance, that is at the end of the session, we'll be providing a link for the participants, which link is for certification. So that database we will upload in the Internshala website, so they may get uh, uh, email for registering into Internshala. Respond to that mail, complete your profile, then apply into various job prospectus, choose the right thing, and then you have to select internship. Now, here I want to add one key, what type of internship you should do. Please go for a short term internship, don't go for a long term internship. Because going for an internship for a longer term, it will give, like if you are a final year student, you can go for 4 to 5 month internship, not a problem. But your undergraduate, it will take ample time. So you should go for short term 1 month, 2 month, or 3 month internship. Beyond that, beyond 4 to 5 months, we don't approve because your academic is also important. You have to complete your graduation program or post graduation program. Then only this internship is going to add value. So you should acquire the skill set which is required, but you should not get carried away because most of the internship comes with a package. Don't feel that package is what is the right job skill you should take up. Don't look out for the package. Look out for the type of skill set which you have to enhance in that internship. You choose for that because you should get a certificate of completion of internship. That is more important, and that you need to say upload in the college whenever we give a Google form where you have to upload your experience certificate, and those data we'll share with the companies who look out for skill oriented students. That time you get an initial good package because you have already taken up the training program. So you are ready to get yourself settled with the job designation. That is the right package that time you have to look out for. But anytime you should go with a small type of short package where there is a lot of exposure of skill based training, skill based field oriented jobs where you are really having a practical exposure of your curriculum. That type of internship is more important. So, this part again, how to boost your application. You should take, you should be well versed with what type of applications or what type of skill set you are doing it. You should choose internship very discreetly. Uh, you may have multiple internships available. Please look at multiple. Don't go for more number of internships. It is not really possible for you to complete it because a company when they take you as an intern, they take a commitment that you have to complete it. So you, normal employee may have 8 to 10 hours of uh, paid job, but as an intern, in the 4 or 5 hours dedication, you may require for more type of dedication offline, sitting at home, or online activity database to be handled. So you should be ready to give time with your academics. So multiple internship is not a very right choice, but you can take 1 or 2 if it is a very small hard requirement. And when you are looking out for internship, choose the curriculum which you are undergoing, like the graduation program which you are studying. Is it supplementing uh, to that requirement? Like digital marketing, you have requirements of skill-based training you should undergo. You should always cope up with the requirement of the company. So you should be well trained. And when you are trained, that CV itself is says that you are able to take up that particular training program has given you that exposure. Following with the company and giving the requirements on time, keeping the document is more important. Your applications is what when you are got the internship, you should document all the types of skill set which you have acquired. That this work I have done. So this is what it is. Then keep a database of the activities you perform. That is going to have your CV. And always you should keep on upgrading your application. Means your CV should be updated with your skill which you have enhanced.
I have a suggestion here, like as we have this point, follow up effectively. It's very important because it very much happens with the HR that they have a lot of applications to go through, and maybe at a point of time they just are having a glance to all the internship and they haven't yet finalized the candidate, but it has been a long time and you think chalo mujhe to ye nahi milne wala shayad because nobody has contacted me, तो maybe मेरा luck खराब है वगैरह, maybe we think and we come up with assumptions. So I would request there that you try to do a follow up. You connect with, like, if you tried connecting with them on email, through email, which is probably the very professional way, or through their website, however you try to get to their internship, or through Internshala also. Internshala provides you a chat option whenever you start applying. If you have applied with XYZ company, once you've applied, it shows your status is applied and it helps you to connect with the organizer or the so called company, and it helps you to chat with that company. And the first default message is so and so name has applied with so and so organization, and then the chat window is open, so you can also make a follow up there. Also, you see on LinkedIn, this is the same purpose being solved there also. So I would certainly go up with this as a very key point that you need to follow up very effectively. We'll be answering to the questions shortly when we proceed with the question answer session.
Yes, online interviews.
So first of all, it is very important that you are looking good before you even utter a word. It is said that when you talk something, you are going to add it as a second point. But first, people are going to see you and make judgments. So dress very professionally and look very confident first of all. So the impression you show that you are confident will also create a great impact. And being punctual is also important. If the call is scheduled, even now in this very call, we have seen a lot of people. Though the session was at 4:30, we saw people starting joining from 4:15 itself. So that's really being good. You're being pre-punctual, not even being punctual. You're being very much beforehand. So that's certainly being appreciated on. नॉट लाइक एकदम से भी जल्दी मत चले जाओ, तो वो ऑर्गेनाइज हो चला भाई इतना फ्री बैठा है क्या वो कि द पर्सन कैन जॉइन एट एनी टाइम. डोंट इवन डू दैट. Like 5 to 10 minutes would be a fair time to connect with, not late but early. Or you can be dot time. If it's a scheduled call, maybe you will not be getting the permits to get in as well. So if the time is scheduled, your interview is scheduled at 4:30, you can be well dressed and try to log in through 4:20, 25 or something there. So, and being well confident on screen. And I think most of us are very familiar with the various online platforms, be it Zoom, be it MS Teams, be it Google Meet, Google Classrooms, or wherever your interview is going to go through. If it's something very new or very different platform, I think you need to, like a day before or something, you need to see how that is done and you need to figure out on that as well.
Have your own
Yeah,
rehearsals with your
certainly.
friends or someone. That
Huh.
and is online etiquette is another important factor. That is another important factor which you have to see with it, because most of the time, if you are the interviewer, might have asked a question and you couldn't get it, please raise your hand, or you can say pardon or something, that you understand the question. That is another thing, and don't just be in a hurry to answer the, or don't be in a hurry to cut off the question and do it. That is the key fact which we normally do in online or offline. But in online, you have a hand raise option. You then the interviewer may see what it is. Those mannerism is required. Or if you are in your video on, then your body language shows that your appearance should be clear enough to have that you have something to speak up, and the person should have a pause to allow you to speak when it is an online meeting. That is the very valid, because what happens as a teacher, I had seen totally different perspectives from companies. We had many companies interviewing. We had Hindustan Lever, we had with Chris for choosing for internship or taking admissions for their training program. So where they had given the feedback as to, see, this is what it is. It really annoyed. Was really appealing. So that comment is always there. So that online etiquette is very much required mannerism which has to be followed.
Yes, ma'am, certainly. And also in the don'ts, when we talk about, many a times if we are going for certain jobs where something on screen needs to be presented, or you're told to present on certain topic or speak on certain topic, maybe we are accessing Google or we are accessing some other reference materials, and if it seems like we're continuously reading or something is being prompted from somewhere, so it's certainly bad. And it's going to create certain bad impressions. See, when, let me tell you, like whenever we present assignments, abhi to we, most of you guys might be in TY, and so far through the years, you might have seen your friends being, at some cases, reading off all the content from your PPT slides, and you might not like such presentations. You feel there's effectiveness is going low because of that. And the same goes for your interviews as well. It doesn't create such an impressive look. Then adding on to internet glitches, this is something which is so unavoidable. You never know when your internet is going to collapse or take hands off. But we, that is again a test that whether we are very calm and a subtle person who can handle anything that goes wrong, and how we manage our stressful situations, and how we are looking into some unforeseen conditions. So it also sees our ability and how we are trying to deal with it. And if at certain times you are certainly out of the call and you are unable to join in, maybe you can just call the HR or whoever is taking your interview and just politely request, maybe can we schedule a call somewhere late in the day so that we can try, I'll try to connect you, and I'll try to sort out the glitches, or maybe something like that. But communication is very important. If the internet is somewhere shut down and you don't let that person know that something is this, then it doesn't work well. You need to communicate it well to the person who is taking an interview. And
This is
this,
most important fact.
yes,
I agree with you, Swarna.
mm,
Communication, because glitches happen. This do happen. So immediately passing on the message, conveying to them, because they may be waiting for you, the company's HR or the company's deemed positioned person may be waiting for you, and you may go through preliminary round. That time, if you are unable to get through, putting a message immediately, "Ki, this is the problem. I am trying to sort it out." That really is what builds that communication gap. If you don't convey this, then they say, "What is this mannerism?" They just went off. They may feel very purposely because you couldn't face the question, and then
ma'am. And also, like the next point goes as, never use an unprofessional name. You know, there are a lot of people who try to connect now to its teams, and I can see everyone coming up with their own good name, and it's sounding very professional, because it's not you who has created the idea, and it's the college administration who has done it. Or if you join in through unprofessional names, like I don't need to mention, that's crazy names we can all think and come up with. So that also creates that you are a very unprofessional candidate who is not so good, and who's create a bad image about yourself. You just when you're dressing up professionally, when you look confident, but your name is something very unprofessional, like Papa Ki Pari or something like that, then maybe you are giving it as a negative to your own personality. Talking about making the most of your internship experience. So wherever I have been interned with, whenever it's my last week of internship, I try to approach all the people I worked under, be it my immediate boss or my colleagues, and all these people, and I try to reach out to them, and I just tell ki, kindly I take a paper with them and just tell me ki aapka zara matlab just tell me something that you have understood about me, and how have I been through the days of my internship. So the words they write, even if it's 2 to 3 lines they write about you, that's going to be really very helpful when we take this word forward, because it acts like testimonials and it acts like references what they are speaking for. Yeah, so if like Vanita ma'am, who has been my HOD, well, she's there in the meet. If she gives me a reference letter, if she gives me a acknowledgement letter, then I have been an amazing student through the year. And like if Mahalakshmi ma'am, whom I have interned with in Center for Excellence, and I have volunteered in Center for Excellence, where she heads the department. If they tell something good about me and it's in a written form or it's published on LinkedIn, somewhere there, this very feedback helps me to create a great image about myself and showcase it to the career opportunities where I'm looking through forward. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Vanita, ma'am. Then being inquisitive and resourceful is also very important, because you need to always search for more and more resources and as many articles. Like for example, I worked in the print industry and I have all my published articles filed up and I have created a portfolio through it. So something like that, maybe you can also like keep a documentation of whatever you do, so that will be really helpful to take it ahead and show it across your CV along with your CV, and highlight all your contributions in your CV again. Like even if you're participating in some competition, you're winning in some competition, or for example, I'm taking this session to you. This again will jump into my CV कि मैंने 100 plus लोगों का मैंने उनसे बात किया, and I was taking in the session with Mahalakshmi ma'am as an alumni of SIA. So this all is going to help me improve my CV. Again, so does internship. So anywhere we do our contributions, like some of you might be in NSS, in Rotary Club, Rotaract, so all you can add is to yourself's identity, because it all contributes to who you are.
Correct, very much right. Your that is what you should make a note of your achievements, small or big, or and most important, if you get a negative feedback, you should not get dejected. You have to improve on that. That is where we have training programs, and where we have emotional building, we have stress management. These things you should attend. These sessions will allow you to understand your inner feelings. The very good example is Swarna itself. I have seen her transformation from a person who has been hesitant to express because being a fresher to a professional. The professionalism has to be shown. That maturity has to come with your that. So your experience is going to add to your maturity. So when you are gained a lot of interactive sessions with the resourceful persons, that you need to highlight your contributions. You should also take their feedback, and you should try to overcome that experience flaws. You should not take it as, oh God, this person is commenting. This is what they have come across when they were interacting with you. So that body language, that technical skill which you lacked, or any skill where you are required to showcase, you didn't showcase. So in the upcoming experience, you can really overcome that. That way you should take that's most important thing you should always take up.
Yes, and adding on to like one of the question which goes with this slide, so I'll address it now itself. So
Yeah.
Abhishek asks if we have to mention all our certificates. So if we are bragging like 50 to 60 certificates since our childhood, and if that's not related to our very job, maybe that will just make our CV look very long and not very good. So Abhishek, like what means what stream are you into, and what internships would you jump into? You can maybe unmute or just type it down quickly. Yes, Abhishek. Okay, chemistry. So I think Mahalakshmi ma'am can also add on to these points because she is
Yeah,
into
I'll
the
just
yes.
add it. I'll get back to all of their questions.
Yes.
Regarding this, there are a lot of chemistry students have put for the questions. I'll take all together and answer one by one. But as you said, with your contribution, you should see which company you're applying. That is more important, because if you are going for a drug related company, and there you talk about your skill acquired, your achievement, that you have won some prize in some debate competition, and there are some 4 5 debate competition, 5 to 6 exposure to industrial visits, so they will look at industrial visits, not at your debate competitions. You will cut short that. And you can say had a good orator. You can mold that word, that you have been a very good orator and won 5 to 6 debate competitions. Don't specify that it was related to a common general topic. That oration improves your communication skills. Okay, this person has the exposure to industries, chemical industries, plus a good orator. So that will really build your CV. That is what you have to. You should know how to mold it. And coming to the internship, once you complete the internship, come to college, you have to upload your experience and try to build connections with various companies, your fellow interns. You should socialize with people to keep your profile updated. You should give yourself a better opening. But you should not open up whatever you have learned, or a very confidential matter of the company. You should not reveal it. That company is working on a project, and have done some innovative idea in that project. You can't expose that idea of that company. They may have patented it, and you have revealed their idea. And third person company which you are interacting with, they'll take you and absorb you and use that idea. Then you will need to be committing yourself into offense. That you should not do. So a company's confidential matter, they have acquired you as an internship. You should keep the MOU concern of the college and the company which you are taking up. You should only share relevant information, not irrelevant information, which is the company's own authorized. They might have given you a software to design. That software coding is their design, and you are working as a concern to help them with the source code. You can't reveal that source code. It is their property. If you do that, that is against your intention. So that you should not share. And obvious, get references, and you should be very perfect and professional about your references. You should not uh, directly go through to any industries or companies, or if you're going for higher studies, you should get your references from with higher authorities whom you have worked, and that is recommendation letters which will really help you. So type of designation which you are applying, that type of recommendation letter will really add that this is having person is having a good hardworking skill, and they have having the experience which is required, and it's a valid experience. That is what is important about.
Yes,
Okay.
so now taking on to the question mentioned by Ankita,
Yeah.
as she is from biology, she just mentioned whether the option is only teaching related internship. I would say certainly no, because there are lot of into media as well who would be looking into somebody who has knowledge about bio or being science in a broad spectrum. So if you are aware about Doordarshan, it also has a science branch, that is the channel called as DD Science, where it looks up for internships as well as vacancies are high in DD Kisan as well as DD Science to research on certain specific topics. And if you have a science or bio related background, yes ma'am, beat reporting, science and bio background, it will help you to ace over others, because there are certain very facts maybe आपको better समझ में आएगा than a person who is into commerce. अगर कोई स्पेसिफिक बोला कि हाउ डू some nomenclatures work, or how can we look into immunity of some persons, or how does DNA mapping happen, or something very specific, maybe you can do a better job, you can write a better article, or you can voice over on certain things really better, and you can be called by newspapers and reporting organizations for writing an expert opinion, or writing opinion based articles, op-eds we call it as, or you can write some editorials on something like that. And also National Geography, Discovery channels, they all look for content writers who have science related interest, or biology or something related to that aspect. So you can write something on health which is very buzzing topic, and you can certainly make it on that. Next, going to the question, yes. People say that first year se internship start karna hai. Not necessary, but it's good as early as you start. We just mentioned. So talking about myself, I started it in the second year of mass media, but it's never late to start, and it's never too early to do it as well. So I think when you think you're ready to take up the internship along with your studies and manage it well, which jumps me to the second question: can we just combine it with the lectures, and can we do a good job balancing the two? I think you can do it very well. Agar online hai, to I think certainly that's an added advantage that your lectures are happening online so far. So that gives you a better scope to experiment with internships side by side. Yes, yes. So
Yes,
regarding mass media, what internships can we do? I think Vanita ma'am is very much here, and she would be an
Yeah,
amazing
yeah. She
person
can
to take
also
up.
speak up some inputs, Vanita ma'am, please.
yeah,
Yes.
thank you so much. Good evening, all of y'all. What internships can I go for as a media student which will help me build my resume effectively? First of all, the right career which you have selected is already on a road of building your resume. Kudos to you and your selection. Secondly, whatever courses we are learning, Ruchi, for that matter, right from FYBMMC semester 1 till TY, broadly speaking, advertising, journalism, public relations, content writing, and computer multimedia related subjects will definitely help you out. Along with that, specifically talking about will be marketing, along with marketing, social media marketing, and journalism related subjects. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That is what is there for me to give you inputs. I'll just show you how Internshala page looks like. Once you receive the mail, register yourself, you set up your profile. Since I'm a faculty, I can't show that profile because a student ke liye the page would appear different. But there, see, you can just see 13,000 plus internships. Currently, it is available. Choose the category, location where you want. So this is what is the Internshala website looks like. So if you want to apply, choose what category, which location you want to work, or you are choosing for work from home. All these criteria you can select, and please go for a short-term internship. Don't go for a long-term internship. If you are a final year student, there was a question regarding that. Can we go for final year students till your results are declared? You are part of SIS. That is once your exams get over in May first week. You can take up and till June, July, you will be considered as an internship or student taking up through college, or till that level of first 4 to 5 months, we can consider you. If you are coming for post graduation, then you still remain a student. Once you've taken the transfer certificate till first 5 to 6 months, we don't. But as a student, there are a lot of students who are taking up different types of internships. We support them. So it is just opportunity which our students, if they are benefiting as a SIS, until unless it is valid and good, decent internship programs, you can apply and let us know that you want to, we'll approve. That is not a problem, but not for a longer time. You can't be intern for your lifetime. Internship itself is means with your academic, you are doing something. So if you are not in the academic of SIS institution, but decently, it is not at all going to help you. You might have taken an internship that you can show as a individual person because internship itself is going to supplement your curriculum. But if you are doing it by yourself, no issue. There you project as a student of ex-student of SIS college is not an issue. Rather than projecting that you are currently because the employers who are browsing through the portal of internships, they will see the requirement of eligibility undergraduate and all that. Then that time the database that itself you would be a flaw that array this student has already completed the degree and they are showing they are a fresher. That is wrong. So profile should have complete real data, not always be on the eagerness. Not you should not be very greedy enough to do certain things, which is not to be supposed to be projected. Till 5 6 months, till July August, we'll acknowledge your internship and consider you as a SIA student. That can be done. That is possible. Not beyond that. That we have a limitation.
Yes, ma'am. And as people were asking related to specific fields, as ma'am just showed her screen right now, there was a category option where by default it was telling marketing. So you can just put your stream there, like psychology, statistics, commerce, zoology, or whatever you are into. And then Intentionallah will provide you with related internships. So you can filter what you want. So if you write media, then you will be provided with media related internships. If you write psychology, it will show you such related internships. So I think it will be a good experiment for you to log into the platform, register there, and experiment and explore yourself what all wide range of internships you can fall into.
So taking up some more questions.
Are teachers allowed to do internship?
Teachers are having training programs. I think the FIBC student question already taken by Swarna. We can do internship do our academic days. It will not disturb our lecture or not. The question is yes. I said part-time internship. Nothing, no full-time internship. If it is a full-time internship, please look at the working hours. You should not bear the cost of your lecture hours. We can't help with that. We will not approve such type of internships. Okay, you may face some problem with certain companies or something, and if you have not said कि I'm from so and so college taking up this, and you don't have an intent letter that this so and so student from SIS college has been taken up as an intern, then we can't query against them. So all this documentation is more important, and
Ma'am,
that is
can
going
we
to
build
help.
our CV on Internshala's website?
You have a profile page, no? In Internshala, you can link it with your LinkedIn. They are having. You can link it with that. Through that, you can. We are having a very active placement site, so we do intimate via email. We have groups created to it. We are just last month we had 2019-20 students who couldn't take up MSc, so they had applied for internship through Hindustan River Company. So 15 to 20 students had an online interview. So everything is possible. Just you have to take care of the points which were suggested. You want to go into, you shared some question. I want to go into digital marketing. I need to be expert at. Obviously, if you are a trained digital marketer, then you will get a good opportunity. That is quite viable. You can go for online programs, offline courses, etc. And okay, I'm sharing attendance link for everyone. You can just fill that form, put forth your queries there also. If anything is required, we or Intentionala may get in touch with you. You will be getting certificate of participation for today's session. Any more questions? Anyone want to ask something or
Yes,
say
ma'am.
something? Yeah.
Being a first year student, I wonder if at this point I have enough knowledge to apply for an internship. So, how do you think we should take the first step towards it and when?
You have completed your semester one now, correct?
Yes, I'm in my semester 2 right now.
Yes, right. Now you are in semester two. Okay. So now you have this semester to uh, look out for an internship which you can take up in the vacation. So two semester is viable, and unfortunately this year semester one and two students we have not met them. So take this as a other way around, where you browse through the companies relevant to your what topic you are planning to take up in your SY and TY, and you are going to do major. So this type of internships you go for work from home or short term 2 week, 3 week internship. Just start up that you are able to cope up. If you are able to, then go for next set of internships. No harm. You can always apply to n number of organization, but select one relevant which supplements your curriculum. That will be a good exposure, which is what you want to become. You want to go into that field. That would help you. I hope I have answered yours.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so all of you can fill that form, and you can just put in your feedback about the session, and this data will be shared with Intentionala. They will provide us with a certificate of participation to the students via email. Okay, e-certificates will be sent to you once you are verified. And thank you so much to giving us an opportunity to
Hello, ma'am.
interact with you all. But still, if you have any question, you can write to us at SIES Center for Excellence at gmail.com. I'll put our email ID also. Yes, Celine, you were saying something.
Yeah, ma'am, I already have a profile. I mean, I already have an account on Internshala.
Okay,
So,
change your profile to SIS College.
okay, because in the
Edit your
educational
profile.
qualifications, I've already mentioned that
Educational
I'm a student.
qualification and the college you are currently edited.
Okay.
Thanks to Swarna for joining me, making this session very interactive. Thanks to each one of you for being a participant of the session. I wish you all the best. You have any query, you can write to us. Please fill that feedback form so that you get the certificate. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for bringing me to this session and having an opportunity to interact with such a great juniors all out here.
Special thanks to Vanita Rane ma'am adding icing in a cake. That was really nice of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.